Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, welcome. So I'm going to do a voiceover for this one, even though I haven't done a voiceover in a lot of my videos lately because I haven't had time. But for this video, I had to. I had to because there's a lot of mishaps. There's a lot of me sweating my butt off because let me explain what happened. So here she's showing me the picture that she wanted because she sent me the picture and I was looking at it. I was trying to save the picture because I couldn't save it from Instagram for some reason, but then I just took a screenshot of it so I could really have it and have it zoomed in. And it's a very pretty design. I love it. It's gorgeous. So I knew it was going to take longer than usual with this particular design because it has a lot of different techniques and different styles incorporated into one, but very beautiful. So the first thing I was like, because I know her, I haven't seen her in a while because she's studying to do, what is it she was doing? Nurse. She's studying to be a nurse, and they don't permit her to have nails. So I haven't seen her, I haven't done her nails in like maybe a year, I think. But she was going on vacation and she was going to travel, so she wanted to get this design. And I was like, I know her and I know she always wants short nails. So I was like, well, they can't be that short because I need some space to work with because some of the designs I need to do more like a detailed work on it and I need more space. So we were like, how about a size 4? Could you give me a size 4 at least so I could have better space to work with? So I cut the size 4 here, but then she was like, I knew that she wanted them shorter, so then I said maybe I could go into a size 3 and still get away with it. And she was like, yes, please. So I had to cut it again. Here I am cutting it again to a size 3, which is short, but I'll try to do my best. Which I don't know about you. You guys gotta let me know if you have this situation because most of my clients, like 95% of my clients, always want short nails. They love designs and everything. They love designs, but they always have short nails. And that's very difficult because when you don't have enough space in between lines and shapes and colors, it can become and kind of look smushed together, and it distorts the image, the design that you're trying to create. It distorts it because you don't have enough room between lines and colors. So I try to explain that to clients, but they just want me to do a miracle and make everything microscopic, tiny. And I'm like, so I'm always sweating. But in this case, I did have a little more wiggle room here with her nails. The only issue is that her nails are very skinny, so they're kind of narrow. They're not wide, especially the pinky. And when I get to that later on, I'll explain there. But for the rest of the nails, they're okay. So here I'm finding the surface because it's better to apply the acrylic so it doesn't slide so much, which by the way, the temperature has been changing here and it's finally cool, and oh my gosh, the acrylic was so runny. You'll see in a little bit. So it's later on in the day because I had to stop recording, doing the voiceover. So like I was saying, I think what I was saying was that the temperature here now is not as humid anymore, which I'm glad because I hate humidity. And now it's kind of like a cooler in the sense. So the acrylic was very runny. I was trying to get the right like ratio between the monomer and the actual acrylic, and it just kept running. So you're gonna see me struggling with that here because I was trying to figure out how much I needed the brush to be damped and all that stuff. So here I'm putting the primer. I did disinfect the nails first with alcohol. I always like taking that step first because it does help with the adhesion of the acrylic. So if you struggle with nails popping out or whatever, try that before you put the primer because I'm telling you, it does work better that way. So here I am applying the acrylic, and like I said, I was struggling with it because I couldn't get the right consistency so it wouldn't be so runny. I kept draining my brush, the back of my brush on the napkin, but it was still not setting, so it was a struggle, and I was slowly losing my mind. But kept calm, you know, because you got to keep calm. You can't show your true emotions when you're working. So I was here, I was like, I was going to do the one beat method, but it was just way too runny, so I went back to the 2 beat method so I can have better control and actually use less product to see if that would help, and that helped a little bit. And yeah, so I'm applying everything to the full nail. I'll be doing that, and then I'll come back for the next step. the first coat of this gel polish. So the pinky is going to be like a nude background. I chose this one by Mia Secret, and it's called Caramelo. It's very natural. It's perfect to do French nails. So that's going to go there. And then this magnetic one, I forgot the name of the brand of this one. It's like a red cat eye type of thing. So I'm putting the first coat, which I'm not going to use the magnet yet because I'll be using the magnet for the second coat. And then this one is going to be like a wine color. This one's by, oh my gosh, what brand is this? Nail Reserve. There you go. It's like a wine color, very beautiful. So I'll be putting the first coat to all of them. Pop it in the lamp for a minute, of course, so it can fully cure. This one's going nude as well, and then the thumb is gonna go, it's gonna be a French nail with the dark wine color. And then here I'm applying the second coat that's already cured. I'm applying now the second coat to this one. And then for the cat eye, you're gonna see the cat eye now. Oh no, first I'm gonna show you the French nail, which I did it with a very thin brush that I have. I love this brush so much. I got it a long time ago from Temu, I believe, and they turned out really good. Those brushes, that set of brushes, really high quality. I've been loving it. I've been using it ever since. They're not messed up. They're great. They're still in great condition. Like if it was brand new. I'm really impressed with those. And it wasn't even expensive. It was, I can't remember how many I brought, but it was very affordable. So if I see them again, I'm gonna get more because they're really good quality. And then here I applied the second coat, and now I'm using the, oh, what happened was I had to wipe it. So I had to wipe it because I didn't like the way the little magnets like kind of disappeared. So I had to wipe it and then do it again so I could create the effect with the magnet. And then I completely forgot to show when I was applying the little hard gel to create those swirly lines. And then so I could place the foils. As you can see, I'm applying the foils here, and which looks so gorgeous. It looks so elegant. And then in this one I'm applying the foil glue as well, but first I wanted to do that hard gel first so it could be kind of 3D effect. That's why I did that first, and then I went in with the glue gel so I could apply the foils. Then I forgot to film the little lines in the middle finger, which is with the hard gel as well. I did that and I thought I was filming it, but I wasn't. So I'm done with this one. So I'm just putting the top coat so I don't mess it up or anything like that. I'm done with that one. Again, I will pop that in the lamp for a full minute. Just get that one out of the way. Wiping the excess off the edges because I don't want it to be like clumpy or bumpy. And then here I'm putting the foil to this one, and then that's gonna be like that. So I'll go ahead and top coat that one as well because I won't be doing nothing else to that one, which that foil is gorgeous. I don't even remember where I got that, probably eBay or Temu because it's been so long. So then here I'm using my airbrush and I had to wipe it off because I didn't aim right and it was too high and to the left. So I had to wipe it off and redo it again, which sometimes, don't you just love it when you working with the airbrush, you sweat because you gotta know how to aim, because if you don't aim right, you have to redo it. So I got it in the second try. And of course, wipe off the excess on whatever's on the skin before you pop it in the lamp, because then it'll just dry there. And this finger, I did it perfectly in the first try, which was great. So I'm cleaning the sides, making sure there's nothing on her skin, and then I'll pop it in the lamp for a minute. And now, the design that she wanted, the picture had for the pinky, is very popular. I've seen this so many times. I mean, everywhere. Is a very popular design and it's gorgeous, and I love it because it's weird. It's like a weird design, but it's gorgeous in my opinion. The thing is that her pinky is so narrow, so skinny, that I have to be so careful and use like the thinnest brush that I have, and be very precise, very careful. So I have to take longer with it so I don't mess up, because it's such a tiny little space that I have to do that. And you can close it up at the bottom or at the top, because then it's gonna look like an 8, and that's not the design. It's not supposed to be an 8. It's just on the sides like that on top, and you mirror the same thing at the bottom tip. So that's what I'm doing. I did the outline first to get that nice little shape going on, and then I filled it in very carefully to not make a mess out of it. Once I'm happy with the shape of it, then I'll pop it in the lamp for a minute as well, because it's the same gel polish that I used in the middle finger, that gorgeous like dark burgundy wine color, which I love. It's the same color, which is by, what did I say it was from? What's that brand? Nail Reserve. Can't remember the name of the actual color, but it was from Nail Reserve. And yeah, so the pinky has that design. It's gonna have like a little stud, gold stud in the center, if I remember correctly. I think so, I'm pretty sure. We'll see later on. But yeah, I have to be very careful, very precise. Not breathe. I can't breathe when I'm doing that. And just keep a steady hand. So that's why I didn't fast forward it that much so you could really see. I did forward it a little bit so it wouldn't be so long, because I had a hunch this video was going to be really, really long. And then yeah, I knew that this was going to have the little gold stud in the center. Now I'm placing that there with a gel glue that I have, which is an amazing gel glue, and I'm popping it in the lamp to secure it. Once that's done, I'm gonna top coat it and forget about that nail, because then I have to work on the index finger, which here's where I sweated the most, because again the acrylic was just too runny. So the index finger is gonna have a red flower. A 3D flower. So what I did was, here I'm adding alcohol to the monomer, because I've heard everybody saying that when the acrylic is too runny, add alcohol and that will like neutralize it and make it set faster, which is BS in my opinion, because I added to that twice and it did not do anything at all. So here you can see it's runny as hell, and I was like, oh my god, what do I do? This is where I started sweating like hell. So I wiped it off. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a matte top coat over it, because I think it will work better in terms of the acrylic not running so much. So that's what I did. I'm adding the matte top coat to both index fingers, pop it in the lamp for a minute and see if that helps. So here it is matte, and it did help a little bit, not as much as I wanted to, but it did help. It was better. It wasn't spreading out so much like before. It was still doing it. As you can see, I'm struggling with it, and I constantly have to be blowing the nail so it could like speed up and dry faster. But I think mainly it's the acrylic that I was using, which I'm about to toss it because it's not worth it. It's by, what was the brand's name? I think it's like a indie brand. It's called Rosalinda, not Rosalind, Rosalinda, and it's just not good quality. It's not good quality because it would stay stuck on the brush. It wouldn't come off the brush. You will see it, I think, in the third bead. You can even notice it here. See how I'm trying to place the bead, and the bead does not want to come off the brush. And I've never struggled with that before. I know that this particular brush that I'm using, it's new, and I know I've used it, I think maybe once before, but I can't remember if I was struggling with it or not. I can't remember. So I don't know if it's the brush's fault or the acrylic that sucks. Something was happening, because the acrylic was staying stuck to the brush and it didn't want to come off the brush. And you know, I'm drenched in sweat at this point. Because I'm like, oh my god, I've never struggled. Here you can see it, me trying to get the brush off and it doesn't come out. Get the F out. I kept saying that in my in my head. I'm like, get the fuck off. And it wasn't working. I don't know what was going on. So I had to wipe it off again and pick up another bead and see if maybe if it was wetter, it would come off easier. But no, as you can see, it just doesn't want to come off. And so I don't know if it's the acrylic or the brush that I'm using, the quality of the brush, or it's both. It could be both. They could both suck. Maybe that's what it is. So I was struggling so much to do this simple flower because it is a simple flower. I don't know why I was struggling so much between the heat, not the heat, the coolness of making the acrylic runny and the acrylic that was stuck to the brush. I was going crazy in my brain. My brain was melting at this point. I wanted to be done. But I kept on. I was like, I am gonna do this flower whether it kills me or not. Whether I take 10,000 years, I'm gonna do this flower. Because I know I can, and it shouldn't be this hard. So I finished it, and I think I added, what did I add in the center? I think it was like a gold bead, like a big a flat bead. I think it was. I don't think it was a stud. It was kind of roundish, which is gorgeous, by the way. And I think I got that at Temu as well. You're gonna see it in a little bit. And I used the gel glue to adhere it, and then yeah, as you can see my hair here because I was getting close. Every time you see my hair is because I'm getting close to the nail so I could blow it so it could dry faster, because it was driving me crazy. It was literally driving me crazy. I was sweating from head to toe, not gonna lie. So I just decided to leave all those mistakes here because everybody can go through it and we can all relate and stuff like that. So I left it in. Plus you can continue fixing problems and just keep going, because sometimes you think it's a mess, but then once you keep going it actually turns out beautifully, and that's what happened in this case, which I am glad that I kept going. And even though it was tedious to do, it turned out beautiful at the end, and I'm super happy with it. And once I saw the end result, I was like, great. It came out great. She loved it, and that made everything worth it. So I was happy at the end, and she was happy, and it was worth it. So I'm putting the little round ball here. It's like a ball, but it's flat. It has a flat bottom. So this is how they turned out. I absolutely love them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.